What is up, guys? This is Janis from Driven by Goal, helping you to achieve your goals. Today is an amazing day. I love this kind of weather. It's not too nice, and what it helps me to do is it helps me to focus on my other projects and things. Because the thing is, when the weather is really nice and very sunny, I kind of lose my focus more easier, and I just want to go outside. But when the weather is like that, I'm more focused on my things, what I want to do. And this is kind of benefit by living in the UK, because you don't get much of a really nice weather. Mainly it's raining and kind of cloudy like it is now. But as I said, it's the best time to hustle. You know, you're less willing to go outside and you want to focus on your things. Right, in today's episode I wanted to talk about I think quite important thing. And in today's world where everything has become easier, like it's easier to shop, it's easier to track your orders, it's easier to set up your business, and everything just has become much more easier. But in the meantime, I do think that things are getting harder as well. And today's question is why things are so hard today. And let me give you an example. As a humans, I think we always tend to lean towards the easy. You know, if you have a choice between easy task and hard task, you'll want to go for an easy one. And it's the same with, you know, if you can achieve any goal, you will want to do it in an easy way rather than do it in a hard way, and look for the shortcuts and all sort of stuff. And let me give you an example for that. Imagine that you're going to the conference or you're going to the meeting, and the meeting is taking place on a 5th floor. And there you are on the ground floor, and you have a choice. You can either take a stairs or you can either take an elevator. And there is a choice. You know, one is easy, another one is hard. And you know, I have to say, even by myself, if I had a choice, I would always pick the elevator because it's the easiest option. And as long as the elevator was working, I think every single person would pick the elevator instead of stairs. This is just to represent the way how people try to lean towards easy, and it's easier, it's quicker, and it's more convenient. So with that being said, I want to raise two things that I believe has made our lives really easy and simple, and also very, very challenging. So the thing number one is social media. I think that social media is a great tool. It's great for personal use, and it's also great for businesses and advertising and all sorts of stuff, because it's such a great platform to interact, engage with other people. But in the meantime, I see a lot of people and myself are faced with the challenges when using this platform. Like I by myself find that quite often when I go on social media like Facebook or Twitter, I want to use it for one thing. I want to check out my pages, I want to do a new post, but then I find myself 20 minutes later, 30 minutes later, just browsing my feed and checking out what other people are doing, and also being trapped in this funny video stuff, because it's like addiction. You just scroll down, the video is auto playing, and you just watch the video, and it's funny. You maybe interact with it, you share it, and then you scroll down further, and then you just keep doing that, repeating that simple process And then 20 to 30 minutes later, you're like, wow, what I've been doing for the last half an hour. And literally what you've been doing is you've been scrolling the feed and just checking out the funny videos. And I find myself in this trap quite often as well. So therefore I try to limit my social media usage. The second thing is your smartphone. And this is an addition to our first discussed topic about social media. Social media on its own wouldn't be such a powerful time killer if it was only available on desktops or on your laptop, because you probably don't take your laptop everywhere with you. Whereas your mobile phone is in your pocket at all times. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you're always gonna have a smartphone with you. And of course, all the apps, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everything is available on your smart device. So that makes you so connected that you can literally, with a mobile internet, have access to the Facebook and all other social media platforms from any place in the world. And combination of these two tools has made it so simple to be entertained. Because if I remember back when I was a kid and the smartphones wasn't the thing, then to have fun, you were either going outside with the friends, or you were waiting for to watch some comedy movie to be entertained, or you waited for the weekend for the party or something like that. And obviously it was the process of waiting to be entertained. And because that the instant option wasn't in your pocket, you was more able to focus on things at the hand. Whereas now, I think the big challenge is whenever you are even at work or whatever you're doing, you can always, slip your hand in your pocket, pull out your phone, and just either play a game or, browse some social media. And because of these two things, it's so simple to entertain yourself that you just don't need to wait. You can do it anywhere at any time. And because it is such a big issue for myself, I tend to do a couple of things to avoid this huge time wastage. So with regard to social media, I do three things. Number one is I always have a plan when I go on social media. I don't just randomly go on social media. I either go to do a post, or I either go to check out how my post is doing and check out some comments. Number two is I set a time for myself to go on social media. Sometimes when I post something, I want to go and check out how my post is doing all the time. If that happens, I set a time for myself. For an instance, it can be 2 o'clock this afternoon, and then I don't go on social media until 2. And what it does, my subconscious mind registers this thought, then I know consciously that I'm gonna go on social media at 2 o'clock, and it doesn't drive my attention away of the things what I'm trying to achieve or trying to do. And number three is I always try to schedule my social media activities before other strong activities. For example, if I have to go somewhere at 8 o'clock in the morning, then I would go on social media 10 to 8 or quarter to 8, because then I know I'm only gonna spend this certain amount of the time on social media activities. Or for example, I try to do quite often before my Skype meetings. So if I have a Skype meeting at 7 o'clock tonight, I would go on social media quarter to 7. So whatever I do, if I get lost in some time wasting activities, I would always get back on track by 7 o'clock because I have a Skype meeting. So these are the three things I do to optimize my social media usage. With regards to smartphones, I also do a couple of things. Number one, I delete the apps that I feel are killing my time. If you have a Candy Crush on your phone, that's fine. But if it's killing a lot of your time, you might as well just delete it, and then you won't be tempted to go and check it out every time you have a spare second. Number two is push notifications. Every time you download an app, it asks you to send push notifications the first time you open it. If that is something that is not urgent for you, then please press no. Don't allow to send push notifications, because that's how the application creates interaction with you. It sends you push notification, hey, you haven't checked me out for a day or so, come and, I don't know, feed the birds or whatever application is about. Normally it's a game or something like that. And number 3 is when you're working, always use do not disturb mode. It's, with regards the calling, the text messages, everything. Do not disturb mode is the best thing ever if you want to focus and be productive with your work. So these are the 3 tips I can give you how to save most of your time with your mobile devices. So just to summarize, I do think that social media and the smartphones are great tools for personal and for business use. But I also think that the people who want to progress in their lives will have to develop a strong self-discipline to resist the temptations and distractions, and instead use the advantages of the technology to build their personal brands and businesses. So that was me, Janis from Driven by a Goal, helping you to achieve your goals. If you like the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe for the channel for more videos. Thank you very much, and I'll see you in the next episode. Bye.